In the UK have come under fire for forcibly taking children from their parents for seemingly minor reasons. Care workers insist they are always putting the best interests of the children first, but families say they're needlessly broken up, and critics claim the system is all wrong.
It's a process that's shrouded in secrecy by the law, and social services refuse to discuss individual cases.
Face your fear. Because fear is what?
Fear is the mind control.
You're going to help us to catch? Who are you going to help us to catch?
All the times. Papa, Mr. Williams, the school.
All the policemen. All the social services.
Speak up, speak up.
All the shops, all the cafes, all the pizza specialists.
Who did you mention just now? Who? Caf what? Who's Kafkas?
You know, the people who work at Kafkas.
What is Kafkas?
Kafkas is the for children. They work with the social services.
And what did they do to you?
They do sex. They sex each other. They touch me in the middle. They're plastic Williams. They stick it in our bottom.
Who does? Who sticks it in your bottom?
Social services. Everybody. All of them.
Who?
Everybody.
Does your mother do it?
No.
Do I do it?
No.
Who does it then?
The school.
Parents.
Tell me more people. Tell me some more people, please. I'm interested.
Parents, police.
What about the teachers at school? Who's the main one?
Papa, Mr. Holdings, Mrs. Forsyth.
Who's Mrs. Forsyth?
She's the head teacher of our school.
What happens in the church?
And we do baby sacrifice and eat the baby.
What do you mean sacrifice and eat the baby?
So we kill the baby and eat it and drink the blood from it.
Is that true, Gabriel?
Yes. And we dance with the skulls.
You what?
We dance with the skulls in the church.
What skulls?
Skulls of the baby.
Pardon?
The skulls of the baby.
You dance with the baby skulls?
Yes.
And who kills the baby?
Papa, me, Elisa, and Johnson.
Who kills the babies?
Papa.
And what, he gets you to help him?
Yes. So he tells us to hold the hand of the knife, and then he holds his hand on our hand, so then he cuts the baby's head off. And then he turns it upside down, and then we drain blood.
And then what they do?
And then we cook it, and then we drink the blood, and after we go down to the stars.
The Great Hall at Sydney University is where I witnessed the most heinous human sacrifice of all time, and the most difficult one to process and talk about in therapy, and that is the flaying of a boy who was about 5, little blonde boy, Anthony Kidman, and 4 other men were dressed in multicoloured robes according to the pentagram sort of symbol that I suppose captured the inner Sydney diocese that Kidman led, his coven, and so they're multicoloured robes that I've drawn. I was quite young. I tried to stop the ritual as soon as I realised what was going on and what they were about to do to this child. They crucified him and flayed his skin and pinned it back, and then they strung him up over. Once they'd done it, they did it to him alive. Once they'd finished that, they strung him up over the stage of the Great Hall. Nicole Kidman was sitting down to the front, to look at, to the left as you look at the stage. I was sitting more to the back right, and I ran up and tried to stop them, and Bruce Spence put his big boot put his foot on my neck to stop me, and he just laughed at me, and everyone laughed at me, screaming and carrying on, trying to stop what they were doing. And quite a number of university staff are involved in Sydney Uni chapter, I suppose, of the order.
I move that the House apologise to the victims and survivors of institutional child sexual abuse. Mr. Speaker, let me first welcome all of those who have come here today. Whether you sit here alongside us here in this chamber, in the Great Hall, outside, elsewhere in the nation's capital, in your living room, in your bed, unable to rise today or speak to another soul. Your journey to where you are today has been a long and painful one, and we acknowledge that, and we welcome you today wherever you are. Mr. Speaker, silenced voices, muffled cries in the darkness, unacknowledged tears, the tyranny of invisible suffering, the never-heard pleas of tortured souls bewildered by an indifference to the unthinkable theft of their innocence. Today, Australia confronts a trauma, an abomination, hiding in plain sight for far too long.